Okay, stop. Do not buy a booth at a trade show. If you're trying to license your idea, it just doesn't work. So I'm going to show you during this video what you need to do instead. Okay, someone called me the other day and said, Steve, I'm an inventor. I've got this great idea. I'm going to go to a trade show and see if I can get a licensing deal. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't quite understand. You're going to buy a booth at a trade show, and what do you expect? Because I'm here to tell you, if you want to license your idea and you're at a booth showing your prototype, it's probably not going to happen that way. I love trade shows. I've been going to trade shows for over 40 years. And my specialty is licensing ideas, renting ideas to companies, not selling ideas myself. So if I go to a trade show, I don't want to stand behind a booth and show my prototype to everyone, which I don't think that's a great idea. I think it's too risky. What I want you to do instead, right? I want you to walk the show. I want you to work the show. I want you to look for potential licensees, companies that might want your idea. If you're behind this booth at some inventors group, I can tell you the people that are walking by are not potential licensees. No, they're retailers looking for products to buy, to put in their store, but you're not ready yet. You only have a prototype. So it really doesn't work that way. No one's going to discover you. And once again, having my prototype on the table for everybody to see, I don't think that's a wonderful idea. In fact, it's too much exposure, too much risk for someone like me, and should be for you too. Okay, so like I said, instead of buying a booth, which can be expensive, and a lot of time spent building the booth, I want you to do this instead. Like I said, I want you to walk it. I want you to work it. I want you to get a list of all the companies that might be a good fit for your product. Look at the directory, get good, nice walking shoes, have a prototype, maybe your sell sheet, but be ready, but work the show. Build relationships with those companies because they're there. If you buy a booth, I can tell you, you're probably going to be disappointed. I don't see success when you buy a booth and waiting for some magical person to walk by. It doesn't really work that way. I know a lot of people would love to sell you a booth and promise you it's going to work, and maybe throw in a little, like, who knows, maybe a pitching contest. Those are crazy too. Do this. Work the show. Build relationships. Shake hands. Introduce yourself. And then follow up later to those companies that you've met to make sure your product is a good fit. Also, do not leave sell sheets behind. Right? You've got this marketing material. You want to hand it out to everybody. Don't do that. It's too much exposure. Again, you never know who's going to see it and what they're going to do with it. You want to be somewhat cautious. And so when you do follow up, understand their process of how to pitch ideas to them. Make sure they're inventor friendly. Do all your homework up front, but don't just buy a booth. Hey, everybody, I got this great idea. Hopefully someone walks by. It doesn't work that way. So anyway, this is Stephen Key. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next time.